Busy night in the weather office.
Yeah, that's right. We are looking at a pretty potent weather storm making its way into the area right now. Under a winter storm warning until 5 p.m. This is for a good portion of northern New Mexico, especially Rio Arriba County, Chama, and those areas heading northward, picking up a good amount of snow. You add in blowing winds, and that could be pretty tricky conditions out there. We're starting to see snow make its way into the region right now, starting to go over the southern San Juan Mountains, and been a pretty active day in Durango as well. You know, we have a lot of moisture to work with. Here's the center of the storm, but these nice southwesterly winds are bringing in a lot of moisture, and that's going to provide a lot of snow for us, especially in the northwest. That is where we find Chief Meteorologist Mark Ronchetti, who is in the elements, and is going to tell us what we can expect snow-wise.
Well, you know, Ian, it's pretty interesting, and you mentioned that flow of air, and that's what's really key here, because we're going to share with you the snow amounts in 1 second, but part of the issue going on here is the fact that elevation has been key to this storm, because as you push that moisture up the mountains, you wring it out and get that snow. But if you're at the lower elevations, places like Farmington, we're not going to see a whole lot. Number one, temperatures are a little too warm, and number two, with no additional elevation gain there, it doesn't really wring out the snow. So let's go ahead and show you the snow amounts that we're expecting here and across the area. Durango, we're looking at 4 to 8 inches, but if you go even higher than Durango, like areas up around the Durango Mountain Resort, Silverton, Wolf Creek, we're talking 2 to 3 feet of snow to fall here. Now, up around Chama, at a higher elevation there, they're close to 8,000 feet, so Chama could be looking at 4 to 8 inches out of this storm, less in Tierra Maria, less as you head down toward Dulce, where they have less elevation, and over into the Sangre de Cristo, we get a different issue. We're a little too far to the east there to be in the core of this storm, so maybe an inch or two at resort level, but we're not anticipating a tremendous amount of snow. We're getting a bit of a break here, but what we anticipate is another few impulses. Ian, this storm is really coming in a couple of different pieces. One came through earlier. We're expecting the Pacific front to push through here, and then a couple more impulses of this thing throughout the day tomorrow. So once we get that cold air in place, which is going to happen and is happening right now, things are really going to start to stick snow-wise, even in town in Durango, even in town in Chama, and then we anticipate piling up a little more snow for tomorrow. But Ian, the bigger story statewide could well be the cold temperatures coming in as we work our way toward Thanksgiving. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Mark. And that's right, very cold air behind that system. So snow tonight and Monday for a good portion of the northwest. Heavy stuff as we get to the Colorado border. As we head into Monday, we're going to have windy conditions for a good portion of the state. So hang on to your hats with that. We'll slowly start to see snow diminish by the time we get to Wednesday. But as Mark mentioned, behind this system, some very chilly air, bringing a blast of it right through the state. So we're going to go all the way to Hobbs with this stuff, and it's really going to cool us down. We're talking about a very chilly Thanksgiving. 48 degrees right now in Albuquerque. That's going to be our high, close to our high on Thanksgiving. So yeah, very cold. Southwest winds at 15 miles per hour. Statewide, we're cooling down nicely. Get some blankets up there, Mark. 30 degrees in Durango, 32 in Farmington. A little warmer in Clayton, 51 degrees, near 60 in Roswell. And we're going to see cool temperatures in Roswell as well by the time we get to the middle of the week. Let's do the numbers. Northwest New Mexico, windy, snow, and rain expected all as we get into tonight and tomorrow. Durango, we're going to have at least a few days of snow for you guys and start to see things taper off by the time we get to Thursday. And look at those temperatures. Only a high of 27 degrees on Thanksgiving, 38 down in Farmington. Very cold night. Single-digit weather in Durango. Southwest New Mexico, very windy conditions, mostly partly cloudy skies. Could see some spot rain and snow in Quemado and areas to the north there, but Lordsburg, Las Cruces, don't worry about any precip. You guys will be A-OK. Silver City 7-day forecast is looking pretty good. We'll slowly step temperatures down to the low 50s by Thursday, and then we'll get right back up to the 60s by your weekend. Over in southeast New Mexico, partly cloudy and windy for us. 63 in Portales, mid-50s in Carrizozo. A high of 70 degrees to start your day in Roswell tomorrow and the Pecos River Valley. And look at this. We'll start at a 70, and we'll be only to 56 by Thursday. So that cold air will advance to the far southeastern reaches of this state by the middle of the week. Northeast New Mexico, windy conditions tomorrow. Maybe a spot rain or snow shower tonight into Monday, but as Mark mentions, the Sangre de Cristo's just too far east and really lost out on this snowstorm. We'll see temperatures drop as well in Las Vegas by Thursday, only a high of 41 degrees into the teens for our lows overnight. Northern mountains, we'll see some activity in the Sangres and the heavy stuff. Chama and areas north of Jemez may pick up some snow tonight into Monday as well. Santa Fe, wouldn't be surprised to see a flurry, but that is going to be about it, if anything. And then as we get into Thursday, 39 degrees, that is going to be it for your your Thanksgiving day. A really chilly one. East Mountains, windy conditions tomorrow. Maybe a spot flurry or some rain as we get into tonight and tomorrow morning. And over here in Albuquerque, don't expect much as far as rain or anything, but we will see cold temperatures by the time we get to the middle of the week. We'll slowly step it down to only 45 degrees for a high on Thanksgiving.
All right. Thank you, Ian. Sports is coming up next. Don't go away.